What is benchmarking? Well, benchmarking is simply a comparison of one's business and performance measurements to the best industry or other company best practices. So with that being said, the purpose of benchmarking is to identify any gaps in the workings in the organization and to ultimately improve upon those such that you can achieve a competitive advantage of sorts in the industry through efficiency or effectiveness of practice. Now, benchmarking can be grouped into three categories. First is internal benchmarking, and this is where you use internal metrics, that is, standards that you set for yourself with regard to, well, any measurable aspect internally. Generally, it's going to be something related to operations or finance or sales quotas, something of that nature. But you set benchmarks, then you compare yourself against the benchmarks you set for yourself based upon usually historical practices or historical performance. Okay, competitive benchmarking is when you get those same benchmarks not internally from prior performance or expectations, but rather you look at competitors and you use their performance metrics because they are meeting a certain standard that you are hoping to catch up to or exceed. So you are benchmarking yourself against them to remain competitive in those areas. And then lastly, there's strategic benchmarking, and this is where you apply a higher level or a gold standard, if you will. You're using the highest industry standards out there that may go beyond your internal or competitive standards. Basically, you're looking for near perfection or the highest level of standard that the organization could achieve based upon industry knowledge, information, best practices out there. So this is benchmarking and how it's used to improve company performance and in strategy to hopefully obtain some level of competitive advantage in what the company is doing.